I need to clean my boots because they got a bit mucky, and I'm going out tomorrow and I always like to look my smartest. This video has taken a bit of an unusual turn because it was going to be about something completely different, but I was reading this list of titles and something came to mind, and that was, what is the secret to making people like you? And I thought, what the hell, what a strange thing to ask, that, what is the secret to making people like you? And it got me thinking, because, I'm sad to, well, not sad, you need to realise that there isn't a secret to making people like you. I mean, even if you go onto these, what they call them, pickup artist sites and all that kind of thing, and learn all these sneaky tricks about, how to pick up girls or boys, depending on what your preference is, there are no sneaky tricks because, yeah, you might kind of fake someone into liking you, but they're going to find you out after a while, and it just will be disappointing for you and disappointing for your intended victim, because that's what that person would be. Yeah. I mean, there's a couple of things that you can do, all right, to help people like you more than, you actually do. I mean, if you're Billy No Mates like me and you're quite happy with that, then that's fine. Why worry about it? I mean, I like my own company and I live on my own and all that kind of stuff. So I don't really mind. So I don't kind of adhere to these rules. I just go my own sweet way. But one of the big things to helping people, liking you or getting to want to know you a bit more, is to use these things. Yeah? Listen. Because you got, the old cliche, you've got 2 ears and you've got 1 mouth. You should use them in proportion. It's true. If you spend more time listening and ask, interesting questions, people are going to start, thinking that you are an interesting person yourself, because everyone's favourite subject is themselves. People like to talk about themselves, what they're doing, where they're going, what their thoughts, their hopes, their dreams, all that kind of stuff, what they do for a living, what their hobbies are, what their interests are, all that kind of thing. So if you start taking an interest in people by asking questions and actually wanting to know the answers to those questions, people will warm to you. They'll go, oh, cool, this person, wants to know about me. It must be an interesting person. The second thing you can kind of do is to, and this is going to really be an interesting one for you, is to become an interesting person. And what do I mean by that? Okay, right. Well, if you live at home and you stay indoors all day long, watching Netflix and eating Cheetos, or whatever the cliche is, how interesting does that make you? On a scale of 1 to 10, probably minus 25. Yeah? So you're not going to be very interested. You're not going to know what's going on in the world, so you can't really join in conversations. So be an interesting person. And that means get up off your arse and get out and into the world. I know, art galleries, museums, stuff that interests you, live music gigs, anything that's going on in your town, folk festivals, trawler races, raft races, have a look in your local Facebook for your town. Like, I'm in Folkestone, so there's a site called, or there's a group called We Love Folkestone, and it posts lots of events and stuff that's happening in the town. And get out and get to see what's going on, and take part in stuff, volunteer, help out, have an opinion, have a voice, all that kind of stuff. Take up some crazy sports, go dog sledding or windsurfing. Do people still windsurf? I've got no idea. The next thing, just be interesting. The next and final thing, really, from my perspective, is you need to be serious. You need to be, miserable, unhappy, unfunny, whingy, moany, bitchy. What's the opposite? What's the male version of bitchy? Doggy. No, that's not right, is it? Because doggy style means something entirely different. Yeah, you know, if you've got your resting bitch face on all the time, does that make you an interesting person? I don't think so. You know, whine and moan, complain, become a hater. Becoming a hater is great because, you know, you can go onto anybody's page, somebody that you've never met before in your entire life, and you can just start telling them that the stuff they're writing is crap, and that, you know better than them. You're a qualified doctor, astrophysicist, neurosurgeon, veterinarian, food scientist, chemist, psychiatrist, psychologist, dog sled racer, airline pilot. So you know everything about everything. So if you become really, really, you know, hateful and angry and, you know, just whiny all day long, people are going to really warm to you. You know, they're going to really, really like it. Oh, that person is really cool. You know, he just bitches and moans about everything. I'd really like to invite him or her to my party, because they're going to be like, you know, really, really interesting person to talk to. What do you think? Maybe the polar opposite of that is true. You know, like I said right at the start of this conversation, if you make yourself interesting, become interesting. I mean, if you don't want to become interesting, then don't expect to meet interesting people. Don't expect people to, you know, want to get to know you. Because it's like anything. I mean, I learned this the hard way. If you want to maintain a friendship, you have to put in the work. It means you're the one that has to go, hi Mark, how's it going? You know, fancy a drink tonight? You're the one that has to put the plans together. You're the one that has to suggest that you all go and see Shakespeare in the park. You're the one that has to make the effort. And then you become, you know, the interesting person that people want to be around and be with. Because if you just sit at home all day, whining and feeling sorry for yourself, then you ain't gonna meet fucking anyone, and you ain't become anyone's friend. Because, you know, why would anybody want to be your friend? You've got nothing to say, you've got no interesting viewpoints, you don't have anything interesting in your life going on, you know, you're just dull, you know? And I've been there, I've been dull, you know, I've been boring, I've not had opinions, I've not had voices, all that kind of stuff. I mean, I always wear boring clothes. I never make fun of myself ever, because, you know, that would be ridiculous. I mean, why on earth would I want to make fun of myself? Why would I want people to take the mickey, you know, and have a bit of a laugh? Why would I want to make people smile just for a few seconds in a day? I mean, who'd want to be a friend of somebody like that? So do you get what I'm saying? There is no secret to making people like you. But there are things you can do. It just takes time. It takes effort. I mean, it's like anything worth doing well, like cleaning my boots here, yeah, it takes a bit of time and a bit of effort and a bit of, you know, elbow grease. And it's the same with making friends, it's the same with finding a boyfriend, a girlfriend, whatever, you know, it's the same thing. Now, they're done. All clean, tidy. What do you think? Can you see them? Yeah, look at that. There you go. Sweet. Right, I'm off now to go and put some more boring clothes on and maybe sit and watch the most boring show on TV. Well, I have a TV, so it has to be the most boring show on Netflix. And then I might go and polish some grass and maybe a bit of paint drying. Watch a bit of paint drying. So go do something. Go watch some paint dry. People will flock to you. They'll be ramming on your door saying, let me in, I want to watch paint dry with you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye. Was that okay? Yeah? You don't want to reshoot again, because this bloody suit is really, really hot, you know. I mean, I'm naked underneath it, and I just like, oh, Jesus. It's, yeah, can I go? You sure? Are your boots all right? I mean, look. Are they okay? Are they clean enough for you? Oh, no. Don't, I'm sorry, look, they're clean. Please, give me another pair, all right? Okay? You know, they've gone. It's okay, they're not watching. No, please, no, don't beat me. Don't. All right, okay, look. Do I have to? I did it this morning for you. No, I don't want to do it again. I don't really like doing that. It's not nice. Well, for you it's nice, for me it's not. No, look, they've gone, I promise they've gone. Yeah? Alright, fine. I'll put these away then. Cheers.